Well, hey, Nova friends, January 2025 has started, and we had a lot of uneasy people in 2024 in the real estate market. And we start seeing trends that things are changing for 2025. So stick around for your January housing market update. Let's begin by talking about the stats in central Northern Virginia. So, when I say central Northern Virginia, the counties that I particularly do most of my work in is what I study. And that's going to be Caroline County. That's going to be King George. That's going to be Spotsy. That's going to be Fredericksburg. It's going to be Stafford, Orange, Culpeper, Fauquier, Prince William County. So these are what I classify as a little bit more of the southern central portion of Northern Virginia. So let's just talk about these stats of what we see going on. Right now in January, we have 1,139 homes available. Under contract, there's 916 homes under contract. Now, in the last 30 days, there were 942 homes that sold. Compare that to last year at this time. Last year, there was 895 homes that sold. That means we have 5% more homes selling this month than we did last year. So that's a trend. Let's see if that is actually staying true. That means inventory at the moment. If we have 1,139 homes on the market, the last 30 days, 942 sold, our months of inventory is, drum roll, 1.2. So, y'all, we are still super low on inventory. 1.2 months of inventory, y'all. That is extremely low. It's good for sellers and it's becoming harder for buyers. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. But look at this. I find this very interesting of the days on market and the median days on market. So right now, in all of the counties that I'm talking about, average days on market is 57 days. 57 days is the average days on the market. We're hearing houses. Oh man, houses are selling within 2 and 3 days and 4 days. Well, they are. Okay, I'm not saying they're not. They are. But the average days on the market right now is 57. Compare that to last year at this time. Average days on the market was 34. So at the moment, January 2025, it is taking 40% longer for homes to sell. And even if you look at median price point, the reason I say median is because sometimes, one of the things with high price points, it could have, or high days on market, could be that maybe there were more homes at a higher price point hitting the market, which means those were sitting on the market more. So maybe the average was inflated. Well, median is 30 days on the market right now. So median meaning literally the middle, the half of all of the homes that have been selling. Median is 30 days on the market. Last year at this time, it was 19 days. So both median and average days on market is showing us that homes are just taking longer to sell right now. That's what we have seen. That's what you need to prepare for. If you're going to be in the market, you have to kind of get out of your mind the old market. And the reason I say that too is because you're also going to hear more about a lot of houses selling quickly, which they are. So what are you going to be in? Well, you need to prepare for average, you need to prepare for median, and of course work towards the fast quick sale. But I think just some proper expectations. The average amount of showings, I mean, let me ask you this. What do you think the average showings per week is in all of our counties? It's 3.2. So on average, a seller should be getting 3.2. You can't really get 0.2 showings, as you know, maybe like a toe in and a toe out or something. But you're getting about 3 to 4 showings a week. So if you're getting no showings at all, you should be asking why. If you are getting more than that, then that means, wow, marketing is working and you're getting motivated people in the door, which means you're probably priced well and the home shows well, right? So just have proper expectations. List to close price is even a little bit better this year than last year. List to close price, we're at 100.1%. That means the average home is selling for 0.1% over the list price right now. And the reason I share that with you is because you have to think about what's your pricing strategy. If homes are selling 5% under what they're asking for, then yes, when you meet with me and your agent, you're like, I want to price my house a little higher, because I want to give negotiation room. Well, that's not today's market. Today's market, you want to price it right because statistically, you're actually going to sell it for a little bit more than what you price it at. So you don't have to factor in all of these low negotiation numbers as maybe you would have to in a buyer's market. It's a seller's market right now. So last year, it was 99.4%. So that means we're seeing sellers actually making about a 0.5% more on the homes in today's market than we were even a year ago, which is interesting. If you think, wow, it's taking homes longer to sell, right? 57 days average days on market, 30 median, 40% longer, but they're making more on their home. I think one should be that sellers are getting smarter on pricing. And so if you price it right, the reality is it should sell, right? And it shouldn't sell for anything less. If you price it right, you just got to be patient. Okay. If you're patient, you'll get what you're asking for if you price it right. I think that's one thing. People are getting comfortable with what the pricing is. And two, I think you just have motivated buyers, right? 2024, I think we just saw a lot of uneasiness happen in the market. People didn't know what was going on, what was going to be happening. And that uneasiness, uncertainty has now created, well, motivated buyers. So, yes, there is uncertainty, but what we saw and what we see right now are the buyers in the market are motivated. They're persistent. They are pushing the prices higher even over this last year, because that is where you look at this next and last stat we're going to talk about: average sales price. So the average sold price in all of our area here is $569,000. And you compare that to last year. Last year's average was $485,000. That means the average price point has gone up 15% in the last year. So even though there was uncertainty last year, there was motivated buyers that were still pushing the prices up coming into 2025, 15% higher. So overall, as we see ourselves starting January 2025, we're starting with a slower market, as in days on market, but a stronger market than we were even last year. And we'll see what happens in this next 30 days, but I'll just kind of give you a pro tip. I have personally been seeing in the clients that we are helping in January that there are multiple offers on homes that are priced right, that are showing well, and are marketed well. There's just multiple offers. So I'm not hoping this for my buyers, but I just need you to be prepared if you're buying, to be prepared for how to win in a multiple offer scenario. So we're back to that game, okay, of at least being prepared. So we see both. We see homes that are not selling quick. Obviously, average days on the market, median is 30. But we are starting to see a lot more movement in the market. There's low inventory and a lot of buyers are waiting, and they've been waiting, and they're kind of sick of waiting, and they're just going to start buying. They're just going to swallow the pill of high interest rates, and they need to go buy a house. And I think that's what we're seeing more and more of. So remember, what I always say is it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. So if you have real estate goals this year, get after it. Okay, get after it. If you're a seller, get after it. If you're a buyer, get after it. Have a plan. There's no need to simply wait upon the market itself, because nobody would have guessed we are where we're at right now last year. well, we're probably not going to be able to guess exactly where we're going to be at this time next year either. So just be smart, be wise, get in the market. It's a great market to sell, and it's still a good market to buy. Just got to be smart. All right. Let me know if I can serve you. God bless. Have a wonderful 2025.